into the Brookes Bench with your host, Brooke, aka Shiggy, and my co-host, Megan. I almost said Brooke. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Shameful.
Brooke, we messed up. We messed up recording. That's why Brooke's not on today's episode. Yeah. We'll just leave it at that. So make sure you subscribe, leave a comment, like, follow us on all social media accounts. We're on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all the above. 100 subscriber giveaway. We're at 88, so we're very, very, very close.
Right there.
Hit the subscribe button, please. And we had an unboxing that I already unboxed. When
you gotta show it again still.
Okay, fine. So I do have the package. So you guys have seen the brackets on Twitter, what they do for the WNBA championship, the playoffs. So I'm gonna botch this name. Windsor. Would you say it like that?
Windsor.
Yeah, I will pop their Twitter up. So they did a bracket and they collabed with Homage, the vintage clothing company. So I just submitted my bracket because they cover all WNBA sports and all that. So I actually won and they emailed me, which was kind of cool. And I got to pick out some stuff. So it's all in this. It was supposed to be in this bag, which I already opened in our previous
lost
video.
recording.
Yeah, in our lost recording. But basically, they sent me some gear. Obviously, I had to pick an Aces shirt. Come on. This was nice.
Yeah, pretty sweet.
And then I'm a New York Giants fan. I know. I don't want to hear it. It's just yeah. But look at I picked a nice fall crew neck. Okay, so
it's like the classic little crew neck.
Exactly. It was something simple. I just went for it. But yeah, just know that you can potentially win those brackets, people. So they're not fake because I enter a lot of
scam.
We enter a lot.
Theirs isn't.
Theirs is not a scam. But me and Megan always enter brackets like that, and we never win anything. So it's true. Just enter. But before we get into the recap of the week 1 of college, let's go over some news. So Denver and Charlotte are serious contenders for the WNBA expansion team, which would be cool. I like, the Charlotte Sting. I love their uniforms back in the day. So yeah, I'm kind of rooting for Charlotte just a little bit. Also, we all know Ion was the new streaming platform for WNBA on Friday games, and it actually increased total audience by 24%. So that's 31.5 million to 39 million viewers. So that's awesome. But it was also because it was easy, it was accessible. You just flipped your TV on. You didn't have to jump through an app.
Everyone has that channel. Yeah. If you have cable.
That is true. But it's easier than jumping through an app to stream here, stream there. So that's good news.
Great start.
Yeah. Over to Candace Parker. She said she's going to play next season if she is healthy. Now, I know I want to see one more year of Candace Parker, especially with the Aces. I don't know.
What a waste.
It just seems like
year.
I know, but it seems like I don't know. She might not be healthy, period. She said her foot was super messed up. So
still,
maybe, I don't know, maybe take a year off and come back, Candace. But we need one more full season of Candace Parker. She can't go.
It would be
nice
to see a full year with Candace Parker on it. Yeah.
Like a farewell tour. That's what she needs.
If they keep her.
What? It's her decision if she wants to sign. I think she's a free agent. So it's where she goes, but hopefully she comes back to Las Vegas. Yeah. Okay, and then lastly, there's an independent review on the championship game for the women's college basketball, the LSU versus Iowa game. And they found that there was many referee errors made. Like I always say, thank you for calling water wet, because we all know the referees suck, especially in WNBA, especially in the college game. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, if anyone's surprised, really?
Yeah.
Are you surprised?
Come on, do you watch the games? But a previous question I had was why all of a sudden are they doing this? Just randomly oh yeah, let's review the game. I don't know.
Someone just had to put it out there,
Yeah.
They had to I don't know, take the shine from them winning, maybe? I don't really know.
Maybe it's a conspiracy, they really want Iowa to win? No.
I hope it really was just for them to put it out there to say, okay, we got to do better.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
That is true.
But
yeah.
If that was not the reason, then someone's just being a little petty.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, previous conversations we had before, good thing they admitted it. Okay, it's out there that they know they suck. So yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Okay, but let's go over some college recap for the week. We're only gonna highlight, the more
Big
anticipated
matchups.
matchups.
Yeah.
So let's start off with the Paris game. South Carolina, number 6, defeated Notre Dame, number 10. Honestly, South Carolina looked great. Majority of these games, I was the only person that got to watch these games, so it might just be me talking a lot. But South Carolina beat Notre Dame. Like I said, South Carolina looks great. Doesn't look like they're in a rebuild year at all. This year though, they have a lot of they have better perimeter shooters. I've noticed they got the transfer from Oregon that could shoot the 3 really well. And just all around, I've been saying that Cardoso it's her year. She's gonna shine. She already has the height advantage. So she's gonna have a good year. And then South Carolina's freshman, Malaysia Fulwiley. Malaysia. Sorry,
Malaysia.
Fulwiley. She's just gonna be a star. I mean,
I
Megan, you
told you.
talked about it.
Yeah, she looked good ever since we watched her on I think it's overtime when they play the one-on-one and they have, the little scrimmages. Man,
Yeah.
she looked good then. But I didn't know, like, I had a feeling she'd be able to come in and actually do some things,
Yeah.
but man, she doesn't look afraid. She doesn't have like
Yeah.
the rookie jitters,
Yeah.
the rookie has to adjust, that kind of stuff. Nope. She looked good. Like she looked like she's been playing in college already.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. On Notre Dame side, I know I'm a huge fan of Notre Dame, but they're obviously missing Olivia Miles. Hannah Hidalgo, their freshman, looks great though. She's a very aggressive scorer. She's good on the
The
defensive
numbers
end.
look good.
Yeah, she
Game.
scored
Wow.
31 points. So she had a good first game. But when Olivia Miles gets back, they're gonna be tough. But yeah, I think South
And does
Carolina.
that push Olivia Miles to the guard, like a shooting guard? Because wasn't Olivia bringing the ball up most of the time? Did Hannah bring the ball up?
Yeah, she was the point guard. Hannah
Yeah,
was a
so I
point
mean
guard.
that'll change the dynamics because Olivia,
I think it's better
maybe
for
can do
Olivia.
more. She won't be exhausted trying to break press.
Exactly. I think it's gonna help Olivia out a lot.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to see them when they're all fully healthy. I think that's gonna be a difference maker.
Yeah.
But let's go over to the first upset of the week. Colorado, number 20, defeats LSU, number 1. I mean, I texted Brooke, this is giving New York Liberty vibes. The super team that's struggling in the beginning. I don't think we should overreact yet because Colorado is a scrappy team. They're very good. And so I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised of this upset. I know a lot of people were tweeting, this is why Kim Mulkey doesn't schedule hard non-conference games. But yeah, I mean, LSU, they just need that time to gel. So I'm not surprised, but let's talk about Colorado because they shined.
They're scrappy.
Frida Foreman, 7 threes, 27 points in their win. Like that was dope. And then, Sherrod, she's always good. She came back for her extra season, 19 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. Colorado's going to be tough. And they came out swinging. So yeah, I mean, LSU, I think they just need time to gel. They're going to have a slow start maybe. I'm sure they don't play many ranked teams, before they hit the conference, in conference play. So I'm sure they'll be fine. Over to the second upset of the week, USC 21 defeats Ohio, number 7. This one I was very surprised. I wasn't really impressed during the game watching these two teams, honestly. I really thought Ohio's defense was going to be better because they got Celeste Taylor from Duke. But no, Juju Watkins said, yeah, this is nothing. Scored 32 points in her freshman debut. So, I mean, really, USC depends on Juju. I didn't see really... Well, I lied because Rhea Marshall, 18 points, 17 rebounds. Those two are just going to dominate for USC. And I'm surprised. Have you seen the recruiting class too?
I saw a little bit of that game.
Yeah.
And I think it was, a couple bad calls by the refs in that one. A lot of stuff going against Ohio. They were trying to, pressure them, do the full court pressure and all that. And they were getting called for fouls. I was like, really? And it wasn't really going both ways.
Yeah.
So I did notice that, but that caused a little bit of the upset when you're dealing with a lot of your starters in foul trouble.
Yeah.
But I think Ohio will be fine. They're going to bounce back.
Yeah.
And Juju, good for her.
Yeah.
Being as young freshman, do you, girl? We already knew that she was going to come in
we
and
knew
make some noise. So
yeah, it's just more impressive. She went against Ohio, who's, you know, known for being a very good defense. So,
and first game, and they're already seeing full court pressure majority of the game. I mean, they handled it. So
it's an impressive debut for her, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And USC's recruiting class for next year is just getting more and more stacked. So USC might be back in there. Let's go to our third upset of the week. Florida State defeats Tennessee. Obviously, Rakia Jackson showed up like always. 31 points, 17 rebounds. She's been dominating, and I've been saying that she has been disrespected in every rank, every mock draft, every ESPN top 25 ranking. She needs to be up there in the ranks, but I guess she's gonna have to take the season to prove all her haters wrong.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Rakia Jackson is tough. Like, she's gonna be good in the WNBA, whoever drafts her. But a name for Florida State I've been hearing a lot of is Tanaya Latson. She had 20 points in that game. Someone to watch. I don't really follow Florida State that much, so I don't know, but I've been hearing some good things about her. Have you heard that name float around? Yeah, but Florida State's tough. Another scrappy team, kind of like a Colorado, but Tennessee needs to find that second superstar since they lost Jordan Horston. Because it can't just be Rakia Jackson, you know?
Yeah.
And over to the final game we're going to highlight. I just want to preface, there's a lot of college games, but we are only going to highlight the tough matchups, the good, you know, the most anticipated.
We think are going to be the bigger games.
Yeah. So Iowa 3, they defeated Virginia Tech. Honestly, I was surprised Virginia Tech held in there without with Kitley being quiet. I mean, she had a good game, like 16 points, something like that, but not her average. You know, it wasn't her average, like, you know, stellar performance. But man, it was really the Caitlin Clark, Georgia Amore show.
All the way down to the wire.
Oh my God. They were just going back and forth, hitting threes. They were 44 points for Clark, 31 for Amore. So man, it was fun to watch, honestly. I really think if Kitley showed up, I mean, you know, more than she usually does, I think they win that game. But both their benches, I think, they don't have a lot of depth, honestly.
Yeah.
Like both the
Iowa has heart. Man, I keep telling you, like, just the hustle out of them. Like they hustle on the little things, and it pays off for them. Like, they get a ton of offensive rebounds, and just like they're just all over the place. Like, they're in shape. Let's say that they're in shape the way they run around. So,
and I'm just gonna throw some controversy out there because I honestly think the refs helped Iowa a little bit. Just saying, it was a little lopsided. I forgot the stat. I had it. It was like, Iowa shot like, oh, here I have it. 23. Iowa shot 23 free throws versus Virginia Tech's 8. So everyone let that sink in a little bit. A little lopsided there. Caitlin Clark shot 15 free throws. Come on now. I'm just gonna, you know, put some controversy in there.
I have to watch the film before
watch the game back again. But yeah, it was a tough matchup. Honestly, respectable teams. I mean, I still think they're both lacking bench depth, but they should be good. They'll make it far. I don't think their rankings are gonna change too far. Like, LSU is obviously going to drop. Like, but I don't think these two will.
As they should.
Yeah. So let's go over some freshman standouts of the week. Obviously, Hannah Hidalgo, Notre Dame, 31 points for South Carolina. Malaysia, Fawali, 17 points against Notre Dame. And then she also got props from Magic Johnson, saying she made one of the best moves in all of basketball. And she did, which we'll be going over. Obviously, Juju Watkins, 32 points versus Ohio. And then, sorry if I mess this up. I think it's Talia Scott, Arkansas. 29 points and 25 points in her last 2 games. Apologies if I messed up your name, but it's impressive. She's a freshman too. And, you know, Arkansas's not talked about that much. So I'm sure I'm missing other freshmen too, but I've seen her name like plastered everywhere. Like, she's holding it down over there. But okay, let's go into our next big matchups of the week. So we all went through these prior to the show. There's one upset that we are going to be betting on. I don't know what the bet is going to be, but let's go through them on Sunday, which is tomorrow. So we're recording on 11/11/2023. We have South Carolina versus Maryland. 10 a.m. UConn versus NC State, 12 p.m. And then Indiana versus Stanford at 2 p.m. So Brooke and Megan both think that Stanford's going to upset Indiana, which I think they are insane. So we are going to bet on that. I don't know what the bet's going to be for the loser, but I don't think Stanford's as good as everyone's thinking, but just gonna leave that out there. We got Tuesday, Utah versus Baylor.
Undefeated though.
That is true. They was a 19-0. They're the only undefeated conference, so that was kind of cool.
Better not mess it up.
Yeah. Then we got Thursday, Maryland versus UConn, which is going to be a good game as well. And then Saturday, Illinois versus Notre Dame, which Illinois I think just got beat by Belmont or something like that, or like some random team. So yeah, Notre Dame should have that one in the bag, honestly. But yeah, those are probably the next matchups we will cover next week. Honestly, we were going to go over some WNBA stuff, but I feel like we have to stay in the college realm because there's just too much happening. So basically all these next couple videos will all be around college. And then we are also going to have highlights for each week. So we're just going to compile some highlights. We're going to rank them top 10 highlights of the week. And then just show them. Not everyone has, follows the same accounts and can see the same, what we think are highlights anyways. So that will be in the next video, or actually probably before this video. I don't know. You'll see the highlights on our page somewhere. But stay tuned for next week. Hit that subscribe button, comment, like, 100 subscriber giveaway. But we'll be back next week with more videos. Peace.
Peace.